Santa Mouse Meets Marmaduke by Michael Brown. Marmaduke Mouse was a mean little thing who often behaved like a rat. He did things that weren't nice, like scaring young mice by hollering, "Here comes the cat!" His mother stayed busy. She ran Mice Hotel up high in an attic, all hidden away in cupboards with doors, where she polished the floors, and she cooked and she washed and she cleaned every day. What Santa Claus had heard about him, he could not believe, and he said to Santa Mouse, "Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Take off your suit and pack a bag. Go down and ring the bell and have a look at Marmaduke, who lives at Mouse Hotel." So Santa Mouse packed up his things. He packed a piece of cheese as well, and off he went on Christmas Eve to check in there at Mice Hotel. He left his luggage by the bed. He washed up and went down to dine, and that's when Marmaduke crept up and entered number 29. He tiptoed in and he looked around. He opened the suitcase that he found, and there inside he saw a suit complete with hat and beard and boots. What fun, he thought. I'll get dressed up, and I know what I'll do. And what he did when he put them on is sad to tell you. He looked into the kitchen, and his mother wasn't there. So he called his little sisters, who came scrambling down the stairs. And when they saw him, what they did was burst into applause, because they thought on Christmas Eve that he was Santa Claus. Then Marmaduke pulled off the beard and laughed and said, "You see, there isn't any Santa Claus. Ha ha, it's only me." Then a door flew open, and there stood angry Santa Mouse. He said, "You know what's wrong to do. Just wait till I get through with you." He started after Marmaduke. The little mice began to yell, and pots and pans and apples and potatoes flew pell-mell. The chase was on, with cups and saucers smashing, crashing from the shelf, till all at once someone cried, "Stop!" And there stood Santa Claus himself. "You mice have made a mess," he said, and looked at them and shook his head. "You've got to clean it up, you two. And while you do, I'll speak to you. Now, Marmaduke, you told these mice I wasn't real, which wasn't nice. And Santa Mouse, you had a fit. You lost your temper, you'll admit. And yet you know there's nothing wrong with being angry as long as you just say it and don't hit, for no one wants that. Not a bit. And then he picked up Santa Mouse and whispered something very low. Quite suddenly, they disappeared. On Christmas Eve, they work, you know. As Marmaduke looked at his mother, in his eye came a tear. "Sorry, Mom," he said. He knew that he would get no gift this year. But he was wrong, for in the morning, labeled with a big red pen, a box stood there with his name on it. Santa had come back again. He opened it, and there appeared, with cap and bell and boots and beard, a suit that Santa Mouse had sewn for Marmaduke to call his own. The card inside said, "Let's be friends." And that is how the story ends, as Marmaduke held in his paw the proof there is a Santa Claus. Santa is a friend who's true, and I believe in him. Don't you? Bye-bye. Merry Christmas. This is Santa Mouse meets Marmaduke.